So here we are, we're at the Convention Centre, the Excellence in Building Awards for the Master Builders ACT, and I'm here with Nick Georgalis from GeoCon. How's your evening so far, Nick?
Look, it's quite exciting, really. There's a lot happening tonight, and we have 50 of our staff attending tonight. A lot of people for the first time ever, and certainly the attribute for them tonight is their safety award and them being leaders in the industry. So it's very exciting.
I love it. So you guys won the award for safety, and some would say you're pouring the most amount of concrete here in Canberra at the moment. So to have that safety across all the projects against all the other builders, that's a really good accolade.
It is, and it's an enormous dynamic because Canberra is growing more than anyone realises. The Bush capital title is tired, and it's not what anyone really wants to hear. We are an emerging city, and in fact Australia's only emerging city. So when we talk about Canberra and the projects that we're delivering and how it's in touch with the people of Canberra and what they want to see, what they want to buy, what they want to feel and what they want to live, it's certainly a really proud moment for everyone on the ground today to feel that accolade of that award.
I love it. And like the local census was just released, and Canberra is the fastest growing city, and you know better because you're selling a ton of those apartments to the people. So tell us about the sort of demand in the market and what's happening in the market right now.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because traditionally Canberra was this sprawling urban spread of subdivisions and road networks, and now what we're seeing is this densification in town centres. We're seeing the creation of Kingston Foreshore. We're seeing the creation of Braddon. That's all come about because people live and breathe that environment. People work in that place, people live in that area, people eat and drink and experience life in that area. New Acton is certainly an experience that everyone travels Australia to discover. So now when we talk about Canberra growing as a city, we're not talking about the urban sprawl, we're talking about the densification of the city. We want to see world-class precincts, world-class areas where people can live, show off to anyone that may visit Canberra. And I get a bit chuffed and a little bit smitten with where Canberra's headed because of what it is today and where it's headed in the future.
Yeah, it's exciting to be here right now while that major development and growth is happening. So tell us a little bit about what's the future look like for GeoCon? What's on the horizon? Where are you moving? You're already sort of there at the top. What are we going to see from you next?
You know what? We always try to outdo ourselves. It's certainly a part of the business where we're delivering Republic or Midnight or what might come next, and we need to outdo ourselves. We need to create an environment where it's more inspirational. What someone purchases is better than the next person. You need to be proud of what you purchase. You need to brag about it. You want to live in a precinct. We need to have this focus on sustainability, and a lot of that comes out of transport and being able to sustainably live your life. Buying a block of land out in the burbs is this false economy. Spending $200 a week on parking and driving your car into where you have to go to work isn't the right outcome. You know, buying an apartment for a first home buyer in a town centre, in a city centre, on a transport route is very different to that. A couple can live with one car, if any car at all. They can go to work, they can experience life, they can live and have this outcome that isn't reliant on a car and the cost that comes with that.
Yeah, I love it, and you make a really good point. You know, we're no longer the bush capital. We've grown out of that, even though it says it on our number plates, but we're the only emerging city in Australia, and that's really exciting. So look, Nick, thanks for talking to us today. Really appreciate that. Go out and have a drink, and I'll catch up with you later.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Nick. Thank you.